Camp has begun.
Right.
The Oilers have a lot of players at camp.
They do.
But I want to focus in on the forwards.
Okay.
What are we, 3 or 4 games in, I guess, with the split squad? To preseason. Million left in preseason before the season starts.
Yeah, today is game 5 against the Jets.
Yeah.
Game 5, 8 though, right?
Yes.
Or is it
We are in
7?
the back half. 8.
Yeah, we're getting.
That's exciting.
Yeah, now we're getting close.
2 of them were on the same day at the same time. Thank goodness.
That was the split squad game.
Tyler and I did this on O&E earlier, our projected lineups. But I don't want to know your projected lineup. I want to know who you think the 2 forwards are on the outside looking in. Because I would say we're not going to...
Do we have a list of the forwards that are here right now?
I can give you a list.
Yeah, Puckpedia's got it, but
Puckpedia's got it?
Face-Off has like the current 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
looking for 2.
Yeah, who are the guys who you think, like, opening night, they have to do a little bit more still to get on that?
Were they players that were expected to make the team? Or what?
I mean, whatever you think. Whoever you think the 13th and 14th. I'm assuming they'll take 14 forwards is kind of my point.
So I will pick...
Keep in mind, Hyman's still out.
Yep.
He will not play this.
So a guy who I think is probably on the bubble, could make it, could not make it, is David Tomaszek. I thought he was fine the other day against Seattle. I thought he created some good opportunities for his line mates. But again, he's kind of like an in-betweener given the current state of the roster. And then my second pick would be Curtis Lazar. I think he's in camp to fight Noah Philp for that job, and I think Noah Philp currently has the inside track.
I watched Lazar play. Who did they play the other day? Seattle. He was actually fine. Like, I don't think Lazar's necessarily done like his work hasn't worked him off the team, I guess you could say. But I just think Noah Philp has been so much better. Like, it's Philp's job to lose now at this point, and that's how I feel about it anyway. I actually had the same 2 forwards as you did.
Mm-hmm. Tyler, you got?
Tomaszek.
I have Lazar and Janmark in the press box to start the year, but the one thing that could change that, 1, cap situation, but 2, Tomaszek, I don't know what we're calling him.
Tomaszek.
Tommy.
He doesn't need waivers. So if they get to the end of camp and they're like, you know what, we don't want guys sitting in the press box for the first week, let's just put you down in Bakersfield. They can do it under the sort of guise of like, oh, he needs more time to get used to the North American game, or like, you know, maybe they really believe in him as a center, so like, oh, we want him to get more reps at center and he can't get them at the NHL level. Tomaszek is an interesting one, but yeah, just with the way I was kind of constructing my lineup and with who slotted where, I had Lazar and Janmark kind of being my 13 and 14th forwards. Janmark 13, Lazar 14, that kind of thing.
Rick, who you got?
I'm definitely on the team Lazar. Like, I think Philp's going to beat his spot. So I think you're going to see a guy like him probably not around. And it's kind of hard not to go with Tomaszek off the hop.
He's just in an awkward spot.
Yeah. You're trying to like supplant some real core veterans that in order to do that, I think you need some playing time, maybe for the vet to kind of take a dip in their play and you have an opportunity to go out there and kind of win the spot. But right now, based on what I was looking right there, it's Lazar for sure. And I think Tomaszek.
I really do think, and I'm sure we'll get to it, so sorry to skip ahead, but like the idea of McDavid and Draisaitl starting the season together really throws a wrinkle in the plans of someone like Tomaszek. I feel like if they were on separate lines, it opens up the idea of like, well, he can play with one of those 2 guys because he's more of a shooter.
Yeah.
Where you look at it now, if they have Frederick on the first line, then the rest of your right wingers are Savoy, Tomaszek, and Kasperi Kapanen. But then on the left side, you've got to jam in Howard, Mangiapane, Podkolzin, and Janmark somehow. So it's like Tomaszek, like you don't really know what you fully got yet. I think he can play on this team, but I just think
and don't they play on big ice in Sweden?
Olympic size, yeah.
Yeah, so I also think, like, I didn't know he was waiver exempt. That makes it way easier. Go get some at-bats in the pros on small ice. I think that's fair.
Until we have a lineup issue of our own here and we can throw you right in rather than sit up there and eat popcorn.
I think he'll be here to start the season.
I had him on my second line with Nuge.
I mean, they're going on the road right away.
I was going to say that too, is that you can put him with Nuge
You could.
and just see what works there. Because if things work well, then you can drop both of them down to the line 3, have that built-in offense right away. When you split up Connor and Leon, maybe that's when Hyman comes back. But you already got like Thomas X got his Derek Roy, if you will.
Assuming, I'm kind of pivoting on the delicious debate, assuming Chris Knobloch does decide to keep Connor and Leon together at least a little bit to start. First of all, number one, before we even get into this, shut up. Nobody cares that you're mad about preseason line combos.
I don't.
Relax.
I'm completely fine with it.
When they announced that the other day, like the reaction was so crazy.
Good, because the people that are reacting like that are reacting from like 8 years ago. This is
awesome.
completely different now.
Yeah, I just saw that. Like, Waz did a fan reaction to them playing together on OilersNation.com, and I was just like, we are so back.
So ridiculous.
We are so back. Line combos in preseason. We're causing arguments.
Dude,
we're upset.
We did our projections today, and someone comments on the YouTube and goes, "You really trust that third line in a series against Florida?" And I'm like, "It is September 26th. I'm not all that worried."
The Florida team that's not going to have fucking Kachuk for half the year and not have Barkov for the playoffs. Yeah, I'm all good. Let's go.
Both our third lines were, I think, Mangiapane, Henrique, and Savoy.
Yeah, pretty good
Which
third
is a
line.
really solid third line.
So anyway, let's just assume they start the year that way. Hyman's out till November. Who's your ideal guy slotted beside them?
I think it's decided already, isn't it?
Our ideal guy or the guy?
No, I want your ideal guy. Like, I know Trent Frederick played there the other day.
With the two of them.
I think that'd be unreal. I watched Frederick yesterday, and he didn't seem to have the same sense as those guys do. Like Savoy's like
Well, he definitely doesn't.
Yeah, but like you could just like see it was so apparent. Like, and maybe it was part of the plan what they wanted to do. And I understand it's the first time they've ever played together, the three of them. But like, he just stood there a lot, and I feel like if you're with them, you got to move a little bit. And Savoy is the motor who'll go get pucks, like, and he's so offensively gifted. Like, he's a high IQ offensive player.
But he also has the defensive part of his game where he can be, I don't know, the grown up on that line. You know, you like let the other two go crazy
Frederick?
down there. No, Savoy.
Okay.
Right? Because they are giving him PK time.
Yep.
So he's got that defensive side to his game. So if 97 and 29 get a little silly down there, he can be the first one back type of thing, right? Because that's kind of what you do when you have those two type of players together. You look for that defensive guy to put with them. And if you have a guy like Savoy who can do the defensive thing, but also match up real close offensively, I think that's a really nice matchup right there.
I think so too. And I think Frederick could just be a little bit better down the line.
Yeah, no, I get why they want to put him there, but I
get it
think it's
too.
just it's right off the hop. I would like to see Savoy there, and we watched what Savoy could do with Leon last year. Yeah. Imagine just throwing him with both those guys.
Tyler, who would be your ideal line mate for those two?
I like Freddie. I like that he's just a very simple, go to the net kind of player. Definitely not going to be like as involved on the cycle as a Hyman would be or whatever. But no, I'm pretty pro Freddie. And maybe part of it too is like I just have very little confidence they're going to put Matt Savoy there. I would love it. I think it'd be very cool to see. I think that line would have a lot of potential, but I just don't think that's a Chris Knobloch style move. I think they're going to keep Frederick there. I wouldn't be surprised if they use Frederick on the top power play a little bit as a net front guy. And I think they view him as like they don't play the same style, and Frederick moves actually better, but like they might just look at him and be like, you're Pat Maroon light. Like, get in there and go to the net and bang home some greasy goals for us.
My ideal guy is actually Vasily Podkolzin. I'd move Leon to the right side, Pods to the left. He goes in and gets pucks. He's hard on the forecheck. He's a big body. He can kind of knock people loose. He does have some offense. I do wish he would shoot more. But I think that his skill set would be very befitting of getting the two best players the puck more often than not.
And that would keep Leon on his right. If it's Savoy, Leon's on his left probably.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't really think of Pods, but yeah, I like Pods.
So we'll
they
see
have
what
a
happens.
bunch of good options. Like if you're going to do that, you could also think about Henrique up there. But it's interesting that they seem to be giving Frederick some runway. Like I think that says something.
It shows they have expectations out of him.
Yeah, and I mean, if you sign the guy for 8 years, like figuring out if he's got chemistry with McDavid or Draisaitl,
Hugely
is probably
important.
smart. Yeah.
Again, when it comes to preseason line combos, I know that line didn't do all that much against the Kraken, but I'm going to kindly remind you to shut up. Thank you.
I'll go get my whiteboard.
I just don't know why people like. I understand why you care. Like you're passionate about the team,
Of course.
all that stuff, but like, just calm down.
No,
Care
people
more.
no, because it's easy to be negative, and people go to be negative first.
I just think preseason, It's not about those guys. It's terrible, Mike. It's not about the guys who are on the roster. It's about guys like Hudson and Lepinen and what's his name?
Cheeks Clappinen.
Clattenburg.
Oh,
like, what do they
Clattenburg.
do? What do they do? Like, how are they doing against NHL competition? Are they getting better? Like, that's what preseason's about for me. It's like, I couldn't care less how many goals Stuart Skinner allowed or what goals he...
Skinner was really bad.
Sure. He's the first time he's played in however long. Like, I
He's
don't
down
know.
all that
Just
weight.
to add on your point, though, preseason is also about trying to figure out if the players who are going to be on the roster can play together.
Exactly. Like tonight, look at the lines. They essentially have 3 third lines.
Yeah, I'll run through the lines here in a bit, but
That was like
yeah,
the 1990s Oilers.
a little bit,
Like 2010 Oilers.
a little
Yeah,
bit,
that, well, yeah.
a little bit. But
Like-
hey,
What was it? Magnus Payavi scored a hat trick in preseason once.
Oh, yeah.
Waz just
Jack
posted the highlights yesterday.
Jack Campbell was
That'll get him excited.
Jack Campbell was so good in the preseason one year. that
Ty
they
Ratty Award
they
winner.
Started him on opening night over Skinner.
And we lost, I think, 7-1 that
8-1.
opening night.
8-1.
8-1.
Vancouver?
Like, I couldn't
Let me tell you,
chill.
nothing drops a shit in the punch bowl of a season opener party quite like an 8-1 loss.
That was no bueno. I remember you came up to me and you were like, "Can we start the pregame now?" I'm like, "Liam, it's the start of the third or postgame." You're like, "Start of the third period."
Well,
Can't
I
start
was
it yet.
well aware.
The answer is yes.
Yeah. I
So
had
anyway.
a healthy bet on Connor Brown that night.
If you're listening to this, I'd love to hear who's the tweeners for you. Who do you think is probably going to be on the outside looking in? Is your list different than ours, or did we nail it? Hit us up. I'd like to know.